Hello again. So welcome again. In the last video we have discussed Federal Skilled Worker Program. In this video we will discuss Federal Skilled Trades Program. So for Express Entry, if you do not qualify unfortunately for Canadian Experience class and Federal Skilled Worker Program, there is another group of Express Entry guys which is called Federal Skilled Trades Program. So you may qualify in this category. Let's see whether you qualify or not. So let's click on here to go into this. Now we see what is Federal Skilled Trades Program. The Federal Skilled Trades Program is for skilled workers who want to become permanent residents based on being qualified in a skilled trade. So you understand, there are multiple types of skilled trades. So if you qualify under any of the categories of the skilled trades, then you may qualify for Express Entry under this category, Federal Skilled Trades Program. Okay, so how do you understand whether you fall into that category or not, whether you are Federal Skilled Trades Program eligible candidate? So if you see what is skilled trade sectors, so what are the skilled trade sectors? So skilled trades need specialized knowledge and hands-on work. You will need an apprenticeship for most trades. Skilled trades people may work in sectors such as construction, transportation, manufacturing and industrial, natural resources and agriculture. So for your illustration, there are 4 skilled trades categories which are listed here, but it might be more. Like there are many kinds of more skilled trades works. So under one of those you need to qualify. Okay, so skilled trades work experience. Now it doesn't mean if you do not fall into any of those 4 categories you are out of the skilled trades program. No, there might be other categories and other works under which you qualify in this sector. Okay, so let's move on. So skilled trades work experience. First, find out the National Occupational Classification NOC for your job. Then check if it meets the requirements for skilled trades or skilled work experience. So first you have to find out NOC for your job. You have to find out the NOC of your job and then check with the NOC whether your NOC meets the requirements for the skilled trades skilled work experience. Okay, so you can go to find your NOC by clicking on here straight away, but before that I want to clarify the requirements first and then go to find your NOC and then whether you meet the requirements. I will discuss those things in the next video. So in this video I'll discuss what are the requirements in brief. Okay, so your skilled work experience must all be in the same NOC and be in one of these NOC groups. So your skilled trade or skilled work experience cannot be in more than one NOC. It has to be in the same NOC which you will show for your Express Entry. Okay, and be in one of these NOC groups. Your NOC has to be within these groups: 72, major group 72, major group 73, major group 82, 83, 92, 93. These major groups, you have to fall within these 6 major groups. You have to fall within these 6 major groups. Okay, but excluding minor sub-major group 7 to 6 and sub-major group 932. If you fall into, if your NOC falls into 726 or 932, then it will not be eligible. Okay, so you have to be within the major groups. What does it mean by major group? There are 5 codes, 5 digits of NOC code. First 2 digits are called major groups. Okay, for example, if your NOC code is 72345, your major group is 72. Understand? So these are the 6 categories of NOCs within which you have to be falling in based on your job. And then minor group 6320. If you fall into minor group 6320, these are the first 4 digits of the NOC code of the group. Okay, first the NOC codes are like 5 digits, but for the if your job matches, if your job's NOC matches the first four digits of this minor group, which is 6320, like your NOC code is 63205, then you are eligible. Okay. And unit group means full 5 digits. Okay. NOC codes are 5 digits, so if you also fall in 62200, then also you qualify. And then show that you perform the actions in the lead statement of the NOC job description. So what is the lead statement? I will show you in the next video, but just for your understanding, I am clarifying that the actions in the lead statement of the job description you have to perform. Like in your job, like in your home country, you performed a job, and that job's NOC description's lead statement has to be matching with the experience you have obtained. Okay, so I will show you what is lead statement, and then most of the main duties listed. If your job you have performed if your job covers more than half of the, like roughly half or more than half of the NOC's job description, the NOC which you are telling that you qualify for, so it will be eligible. Then meet the job requirements for that skill trade as set out in the NOC. So there might be some job requirements for the skill trade as set out in the NOC. You must have to qualify those requirements as well. Okay, so this is another requirement. And then it has to be a paid work. If your work is volunteer work or it is an unpaid internship, then it will not be counted. And then have been obtained in a country where you were qualified to practice. Okay, so for example, if you are a construction engineer and that that's NOC matches, then so in your home country you have been obtained in a country where you were qualified to practice. So in the country where you have worked for that work, you have to be qualified to do that. Okay, so that is another requirement. And be at least 2 years of full-time work experience, like for which NOC you are showing that you are eligible for that job. You have to be employed for at least 2 years in a skill trade within the 5 years before you apply. So if you're applying now in 2025 March 25, then it cannot be before 2020 March 25. It cannot be before that. It has to be within 2020 and 2025. Understood? And that is how you meet all the requirements. You must meet these requirements. So these requirement, when every requirements are filled, then you understand that yes, you qualify. If you miss any of those requirements, then you do not qualify. So your skill trade will be acceptable or eligible based on whether you qualify in every of those boxes. And then in the next video, I will show you find out the NOC classification, NOC for your job, and then check if your NOC meets the requirements for skilled work experience in the next video. Okay, so thank you for watching. Keep watching all my videos so that you understand everything properly. Thank you so much. Bye bye.